what are the matchups going to be in just 2 weeks from now?
Well,
or in fact, a week, not even. Like what the ball kicks off in 9 days?
Oh my goodness. So you have two of them up there so I think the Dolphins will make from the AFC, but I think Green Bay wins the NFC North, and the Lions actually flip-flop them to become
to the wild card.
So it's Lions at Green Bay.
It'd be Lions at Green Bay.
Well, you know what's juicy about that? I love the idea that so when that happens. That's happened a couple of times off the top of my head. I've been watching football. That you see the Week 17 matchup repeat itself in the wild card. You may also see that Ravens at Pittsburgh may well be the 3-6 matchup on the AFC side. Who else is going to get there, Freeland?
I mean, I've actually been running a lot of different scenarios.
Me too.
Have you?
I have. I love trying to figure all that math out.
So for me, obviously you got to look at what happens with the AFC West just to see, what happens there. And then you have to take a look at what the Giants do. I think the Giants, if they win this week, then it changes things.
The Raiders are within a whisker of locking up that
the bye.
The bye there. Pittsburgh, I feel like everybody, maybe I'm paranoid, but everybody seems to have kissed them into the postseason. But of course, if they lose to Baltimore,
correct,
there's
wouldn't
real
surprise
too many
there.
folks.
No, but I think
this
everybody
is just
has
this second.
Right.
One hiccup too is remember the Dolphins close with the Patriots. They closed this. So, but you're saying, what if they rest everybody?
I think If you are one of these teams on the cusp and you're rooting for certain, I guess it depends which team you want to see get.
You don't rest up against Matt Moore and just walk out of there with it. You don't do that.
That's not the way these things.
Well,
work.
You do kind of want. I think if you're Pittsburgh, and I'm trying to think of who else because I've done all the different things. If you want the Colts to go into Oakland and knock them off, so that the Raiders are incented to win in Week 17.
Right.
Same goes for the Patriots. You don't want them to be playing for nothing and then lay down on the road in Miami.
The Dolphins could beat the Bills this weekend and still get in with that loss with the Patriots. There's a couple of other things that have to happen, but I think
there's a lot of things that would have to happen.
But,
that would be then you need Denver to win out.
Right. You need
to create that muddled thing of they're a bunch of 10-6 teams.
AFC West is the most you have to figure out what happens there. So depending on if Oakland loses to the Colts or what happens with Kansas City,
and the Broncos get KC and the Raiders. The Raiders get the Colts and the Broncos.
Yep.
But see, then you got the Titans who could win out, and then I guess that would eliminate the Texans.
Right. That would just mess with the
so that's
Texans.
good. So that's just they're done.
The Colts' path is almost
impossible.
Impossible.
But they could play spoiler. To the Raiders.
Exactly. All right, Claybon, who's going to the postseason here, getting in the wild card round? Who's going to be on our TVs in 2 Saturdays and Saturday and Sunday?
In the NFC, the Packers and the Giants are going to make their way in.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I feel pretty good about that over on that side. That's pretty much it.
Who do the Redskins?
Seems like it's a lot easier.
Who do the Redskins close with? I know they get the Bears this week. Do we know who they close with? Because that could be. I could see the Lions losing their last 2, going. Okay,
yep.
So they play the Giants at the end of the year in Week 17.
That's
the one little wrinkle there.
We'll get to our game picks here.
The Redskins play the Giants.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll spoil this one for you right now. I think the Lions are going to win this weekend, and so they're going to secure pretty much. I guess that would lock up a playoff.
That would lock up that
with a victory there. I think they get in. I think that the Packers are going to win out these next 2 games, so they'll win the division. The Lions will be a wild card. That makes the Giants a wild card, and that's that. And then the Falcons will host the Giants or when you start putting them together. That's why I wanted to bring this up.
Yeah,
because it's not that far down the way.
No.
It's exciting when you start to see them shaping up. Like, ooh, that's a good quartet of games.